That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Here we go.
Hey, Foxtrot.
It's our time. It's our time.
Lynn 50. Wide.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill.
61, match box.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Ringo 48, General West.
Mike, check.
Hey, Steamer.
Not here. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Cousins to throw it. It's brought in by Doxson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
There we go.
300.
5'9".
300.
Get the ball. Check 99.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, can't.
Check. Big ass.
Wait, hot.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
You got tight right there.
Hey, can't. Hey, no, easy.
Switch.
Hey, can't. X3, wait, hot.
Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. And the Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Again, it's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Three and a half to go, first quarter.
Hey, tight. Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even. Hey. 14. He's going deep. Get him.
2. Check. Recon, 132.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, defense, let's go. Shoot.
Lean it, bring up 48. Check my protein spill.
I can't believe they...
Wide.
On 3rd down, Cousins looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Dan Bailey on for the field goal.
And Bailey able to knock it through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
And the Falcons first down.
54, south.
On 1st down, Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 8-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Get out.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
20. Stay with your man. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
2.
45's the mic. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. 45, 45, Mike, 45. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
A first down throw for Cousins. It's grabbed over the middle by White. A gain of 6 there on first.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Check, check. Lucky.
Lucky 48. 6-6. Bullet high. First.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Go. Hey, 382. Last 50.
On 1st and 10, Cousins over the middle, complete. That's White. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jahan, ready?
Mike 45. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check 31. Check 31.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Mike 5-9. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Hey, high 7.
Check. 59. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the
Wait, hot.
check.
Wait, hot.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Lynn 50.
59 Mike.
Blue draw quarters. You don't know no better. Yellow.
Sponge. No.
Cousins again. Docks him with a grab over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. To throw is Cousins. On the move to his... Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go. That's
To Hunt. 180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Gun.
Check.
Black.
Check. 53's Mike.
They try again with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check safety.
Hey, Ringo, 48. Pilot, 64, weak.
Following the interception, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Good route kick.
59. Mike's 59.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 26 and a first down. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, they got the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. Trey Wayne's the Michigan State man right there in coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Check.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Army. Rush in. Watch.
Hey, can.
Check. Crouch.
Greystone, travel.
Crouch. Hey, watch it.
Play fake. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Good. 180.
45. Good. Watch the twist. 45 the mic.
Watch that black.
Watch the run.
One touch.
45 the mic. Check. 45 the mic.
Black.
Check. Kill. Hey, check Mike 45. Let's go, D.
One touch.
45, 45.
3rd and long for Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Throwing again, Ryan. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer.
Hey, bro, what you want to do? You got it. Run up the middle, I got you. Running up the middle, I got you.
And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The left side completion to Jones. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Hey, 59, ready. 50, get up. 55, Bravo. Ready, set.
On third down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80. Check.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, 59, ready.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Down, ready, back 25.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Slam.
Wait.
Check the backer.
61, matchbox lights. Check. Ready to go.
On third down, Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that, Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, check.
Play action. Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Hey, 59, ready.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 79 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They go play action with Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. 16 yards, a first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the the sack. Everson Griffin. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
21.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Now Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Falcon first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Check.
Kill.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adrian Claiborne picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go, D.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Watch the pass.
Hey, can't.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Two. X3, 218, chop.
Check 59. Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
51, stop.
Check 43. No. Check 50. Check 50. Check 3. Check
3. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth quarter. And Freeman lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan, throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. From the shotgun, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it with Smith. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the 1st down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Throwing again. Ryan. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Ready, 25.
55. Here we go, here we go.
39.
Mike, 55.
Hey, Echo.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 1st down, Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Kill, kill, kill.
Two. Zebra.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Left side caught by Diggs. The 40, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs Diggs. 94 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
58. 55. 39.
Let's get this.
Get up.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
20.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
You better bring. 39. You better bring. 25 tonight. Check.
To throw again is Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
Let's go, baby.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this one complete to Smith.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A toss to Cook. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run. Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Vikings, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.